Alright, welcome to another video on the messy side of the house. Today we need to do something about this. We're going to change the oil on this little super cheap auto 1100 watt inverter generator. We're going to change the oil. It's a bit of a windy day today, so if the audio is horrible, I'll probably voice this over. I don't voice over videos very often, so it might sound a bit weird if I do. Anyway, let's get started with this. We need to get this cover off and put some oil in it. Okay, there's our cover off. Not a captive screw, by the way. Don't lose the screw. Now, in case you are wondering about the brand, it's a Toolpro. In here we see the side of the engine. There is an oil fill plug there. I don't know if there's a drain plug in this thing, but we're going to suck it out with an oil vacuum here. So one of these things, I use this for doing my 8-wheel drive amphibious ATV. So we're going to pull the oil plug and vacuum some oil out. Now, I'm sure most of you have removed an oil drain plug before, but this one is in an especially difficult spot. It's right underneath the air filter here, and it's difficult to get out. I think I need a pair of pliers. Yeah, that got it moving. That's all we needed, just that little bit to break it loose. The oil does look a little dark. What we're going to do down here is hot the vacuum until we've got some negative pressure in the chamber. And we should see the oil level start to come down slowly. And we can see here the oil has just started to come down through the pipe into the chamber. Takes a bit to get enough negative pressure to do this, but once you get it up to pressure, it should pull all this oil out on its own. Okay, we're starting to pull some air in through the vacuum there. I'd say we're pretty well out of oil. Now, one thing I want to do while I'm here is inspect the air filter. Should be a little bit of oil in it. In fact, there's a lot of oil in it. But we want to make sure that it's not blocked and full of junk. So it looks pretty good. This is basically, there are military vehicles that use oil-filled air filters. This is basically a similar kind of concept here. Although these air filter clips are not my most favorite thing on the planet. They come off easily. That way, it hooks over that way. We go down there. Bit of oil on it, doesn't look to be clogged. It's pretty good. Spark plug lead here is a little perished, but that's okay. Now, I found the original oil bottle that came with this. It needs a bit of a cleanup, but we'll go do that. Okay, so I'm putting 10W30 oil in here, which is one of the recommended grades. That also I use in the 8-wheel drive amphibious Argo that I have. Now, we're going to fill this right up. It takes about 2 or 3 of these off memory. This is about 200 ml, and we've given the tip of this a clean off because I don't think these have oil filters in them. So yeah, we're just going to pour in like this, and it takes a little while, so we'll see you when we're done. Okay, so I'm on my 4th bottle here. We're just about full, and it's just dripping back out here. So these are designed that when they're full, it's at the level of the drain plug. You're just going to make sure the generator is on a level surface when you do it. This particular one will actually detect if the oil level is low, and when you lose oil pressure it will shut down and show a warning light. That's about all we need to do to get it tight. We won't lever it up too tight. Now, the fuel in this thing is a little bit old. We may, if I zoom out here, we'll give it a test run, but we may need to freshen the fuel up. So let's get this cover put back on and we'll see what we can do. I lost the screw again. So we put about 700 milliliters of oil in here, and so that's pretty good. So the fuel tap was already on and it's been in storage like that. That's not ideal. That might be why the air filter was so wet. Anyway, we'll open the tank vent put choke on, and we'll give it a yank. And are we on engine run? Let's give it a yank. Aha! That wasn't even scripted, it ran first time. Blow a little bit of smoke, we'll let it settle down for a minute. Still running a little smoky. I think some oil got where it shouldn't. So we're going to let it run up to temperature until it runs clear again. Now in the meantime, I'm going to wash my hands. Grit mitts have been with us a long time. I sought these guys out when Solvol ceased to be a thing, and their stuff's good too. They make the blocks, which I do like. The liquid stuff's really good and quite gritty. You don't need much and it gets all the oil off your hands. It's good stuff, and you put it straight onto dry hands, it works best. Right, I'm happy. No more oily hands. Okay, so we've cleaned up a little bit. It's smoking a lot less. I think we'll be good. We'll take this away with us. We need this. We're going to go and ride around on some tanks, and we need some power in the field, a bit beyond what the solar panel can provide. So this should do the job nicely. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one, and yeah, let me know how you went.